Hello, it is 1:05 a.m., July 21st. I didn't know what to really talk about for this video. Couldn't think of anything, and I just watched WWE BATTLEGROUnd, and I thought, why don't I do a review about the pay-per-view? Now, I know I'll get made fun of or whatever because I don't really watch Raw or SmackDown or anything, but I work two jobs and all that. So it's hard for me to watch the pay-per-views. Not the pay-per-views, the shows. I do read about Raw and SmackDown. I do watch what they put on YouTube. I know that's not all of it, but that's the best that I can do for right now. But I do watch the pay-per-views every month, so that's a plus. Now, the kickoff show, I didn't get to watch it because I was busy with stuff, but I did call it the beginning of the pay-per-view. But the matches for the kickoff was Fandango and Adam Rose. I didn't really miss much because I'm not a Rosebud, and not really a big fan of Fandango, except his music. That's about it. And then the second match of the kickoff was Cameron versus Naomi. The only thing I could say about this is they split up with the Funkadactyls and made it to where two new people, well, they both could go for the Divas title, but at least they're not pulling another version of Lake Cool, where they both go for it, and something similar to that. Now, the beginning of the pay-per-view was the the best of three falls match for the WWE Tag Team Championship, Usos versus the Wyatt family. I love this match. I really did love this match. If one of the other matches on the pay-per-view didn't amaze me even more, I thought this could be a match of the night. But it wasn't. It was second match of the night. But I'll get to what was the match of the night. The Usos, the Wyatt family's going back and forth, especially in the first and second fall. And they got to the third fall, they're going back and forth so much. And it's like, what do we do to win? We each team hitting their finishing maneuvers, and they can't win. And all of a sudden, the only way thing for it to happen was the Usos hit a double splash, and that's how they won. I love the Usos. I love the Wyatt family. This is what makes tag team wrestling great, because I'm a big fan of tag team wrestling. I loved it back in the 90s. I loved it back in the 80s. And this is how tag team wrestling should be now. Wrestling companies, mainly the WWE and sometimes TNA, don't care about tag team wrestling. If you want to watch tag team wrestling, watch Ring of Honor. Watch PWG. Watch shows like that. They care about tag team wrestling. They care about singles wrestling. Second match of the night was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. That didn't get to happen because every time Seth Rollins was around, Ambrose wanted to fight him. He didn't care about a match. He just wanted to beat the crap out of Seth Rollins. And when I've seen the way ever since the show broke up, and I've seen Dean Ambrose lately, it reminds me of Jon Moxley. The Jon Moxley that I know from the independent scene. That Dean Ambrose is Jon Moxley. Bar none, WWE better not kill that. The next match on the card was AJ Lee versus Paige for the Divas title. I didn't really get to watch this match because I had to do something. I'm not trying to down on them on the women's division, even though it's not really that great. If I want to watch women's division wrestling, I will watch NXT or Shimmer or TNA or Shine. That's women's wrestling for you. I did caught the end of the match, and that Shining Wizard right the knee to the face to Paige. That was disgusting. That was sick. Next match was Rusev versus Jack Swagger. I loved this match. I really did. Because it gave Jack Swagger momentum to prove to not only to all the fans, but to the people in the back, that he could be a good guy. And he can have the momentum to be a great babyface in the future. And I hope they just didn't make him be a babyface just to feud with Rusev, because if they did, then that would kill him. Everybody loves Jack Swagger, especially when he's putting his hand over his heart and he goes, "We, the people." Everybody loves that. But Rusev came out on the end. They were on the outside. Swagger put him in a Patriot lock. Rusev got out of it. Swagger's face into the steel post. All she wrote, Rusev wins by countout. And then the next match of the night, which was Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho, that was the match of the night. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, if they actually had a match, that could have been match of the night, but it didn't happen. This match, I loved it. I'm happy. Everybody's not happy that Chris Jericho came back because he's a part-time wrestler, like Brock Lesnar, like The Rock. It's like, if you're coming back, come back for good or stay away. That's what people say. You know what? I don't care. I love Jericho. I love that he's back. I like the feel that he brings to the show. I'm a Jericho-holic. I'll admit it. Now, this match had me cringing because they were going, like I said in the first match, Usos Wyatt family, they were going back and forth of how to end it, and also of what they're going to do, how they're going to end it. And something, boom, code breaker out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, Jericho wins over Bray Wyatt. Yes, Jericho has been in it for a long time. He's a former world champion, 9-time Intercontinental champion. But they are saying that that was a big upset because you can't really say that you've beaten Bray Wyatt clean like that. Unless you're John Cena, who's Superman, and just has to beat anybody. But that's another story for another day. And the next match was the Battle Royal for the Intercontinental title. Now, I love the Intercontinental title. I didn't used to watch the WWE when I was a little kid. When I was little, all I'd watch is WCW. My friends know this, and they brag on me for it because WCW is not in business no more. So you need to fall to the superior company. Well, I didn't start watching WWE till '97, but I started liking Hulk Hogan in '94, because that was the first time I ever heard of him, is when he came to WCW. And I started seeing tapes of Hogan and all that in the WWE from WrestleMania 3, 4, and 5, and I started like, what is this, and everything, and I found more stuff and all that of the WWF. I've seen the Intercontinental title, I'm like, that's an amazing looking belt. As you see, I love belts. Anyways, I just love belts, and you all know that, but it's the Intercontinental title. And the one that came out top was The Miz, who, as sneaky as he is, came down to him, Dolph Ziggler, and Sheamus. Miz was on the outside of the ring, and, you know, Ziggler and Sheamus going back and forth, trying to get the other person out to try to go to be the final participant. And Ziggler knocked Sheamus out of the ring. Ziggler's celebrating sort of to a point. He's like, oh, I've got him out. All of a sudden, I know I got to get Miz out, and all of a sudden, here comes Miz out of nowhere. Throws Ziggler over the top rope. Miz, your new Intercontinental Champion. And then the main event. The WWE World Heavyweight Title match. Roman Reigns versus John Cena versus Randy Orton versus Kane. That match was alright. It was an okay match. I'm not a fan of John Cena, as you can already tell. Not really a fan of Roman Reigns. I like Randy Orton, and I like Kane. But the way it ended was, if you watched Money in the Bank last month, you know how this match ended. Kane was down, and then John Cena gives Randy Orton an AA on the Kane. And Randy Orton was wearing blue tonight, which is weird because his buddy that left, Batista, is gone, wore blue. It's weird. But anyways, I digress. That's my review of Battleground. Leave a comment below if you like this video. Share this video. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you want me to talk about for next week's video. My Twitter will be in the description. Follow me on Twitter. Let me know on there what you want me to talk about. Let me know what you thought. And always, I will see you later.